Not in this mood today. Alright, let's just get that situated. Alright. Just open up a file that we need to work on, and then we are good to go. Oh man, there's new settings here. That's pretty cool. All right. Integration error, we cannot retrieve data from this specified elements. The element isn't even initiated yet. All right. Unrecognized elements parameter stripe client secret is not recognized parameter. This may cause issues with integration in the future. Stripe client. I mean, I need more insight. All right, we'll just work that out once we get there. Or SaaS.com. All right, so we'll just begin where we left off. First thing I want to do is implement a loading screen on this page when they first submit. I think there's going to be some latency, not on my side, but on Stripe's side, so I kind of have to account for that. So essentially, upon submission, we'll trigger we'll trigger the states, so it's is loading, and then disable it once we receive a response. And we also probably makes sense to create some sort of, listener to check for like a lapsed API request, and then just cancel it, because it shouldn't last, like 5-6 seconds. We should be able to present them with a dialogue that says something went wrong, just so they're not there blindly waiting. So that is probably going to be my goal for today, is implement the loading screens on both the create account step and the payment confirmation step. And then we're most likely going to add a thank you page, a confirmation page after the payment page. And that will provide them the option to log into their dashboard via a button or something. Perfect. All right, so let's think about this. So this is going to have to occur within our get started page, because that's where all our calls are essentially happening. So that means I'm going to also have to add a producer object for our payment service, because we're sending the request. Where are we? Initial request we're sending there. Yeah, that is true. The last step triggers an API call within our payments service. All right, cool. So we'll account for that there. We just have to make sure we instantiate it within the context of this object. We'll just replicate that, which will be product services, payment services. Perfect. And then we have to create another guy here. And this will be payment services. And that should be good. We do have to add this to our message. Here we go. Payment services. All right, cool. So that should be accounted there. We should now be able to ingest any response coming from our service. Oh, this has to be changed. What am I missing? Oh. We'll just return a true here. Free. All right. So what we have to do is upon our create form is getting submitted within our create accounts form on submit events right here, and that's where I just lost where I am right here. We're then passing the data to our message, which is down here. We could honestly probably just go directly to the service. I am doing extra checks here, so I think it's fine. All right. Cool. I have to import something first. So on account creates. Go here, and then we send on create response. I mean, this is easy. We're already doing all that stuff down there. All right, so we have create account here. This is our response back from our service. Yeah, regardless of what happens, we'll set a state. We'll create a general loader. All right. It's loading. Actually, this should be false. And then here we set it after the fact, and this should be false because this is coming back from the service itself, and this usually means the request has completed. So we'll set it as false, and then on create accounts is where we set it to true. It's loading, it goes through. Perfect. Cool. So now we have to worry about the payment response. So it probably makes sense. Okay. So response, I think it makes sense to create a match, response, context, and then we'll just generate the arms. Interesting. Okay, so we'll do a let if. I mean, if let some response context, not what I wanted. Oh no, I'm thinking about this wrong. It's supposed to be like this. Perfect. All right. So now we can use our match. Yeah, I know that. All right. All right. These two should trigger true false. I mean, regardless, I think I should. False. Sure, okay. Now I know what I have to create another payment context, I think. Yeah. We'll just import you. So payments will occur within my payments element, which is a child component of the wizard. Once the trigger is there, I need to send something back here. We'll say set is loading, I guess. Just keep it simple. And then within our context, that is in our payment context type. Okay, that's fine. Payment request. This is the input. So on create payment intents, that shouldn't get triggered. That shouldn't trigger a load sequence. This is what we initiate. This is what gets loaded afterwards to then get prepared to send to our components. On complete, on payment complete, this should trigger yeah, okay. So we'll do this. Let's actually link send message, and we're gonna have to create another message. Let's add it to the top. It's loading, and then we're just gonna pass it a bool, and that should be enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to create this guy. Right. We're gonna set skip response because we're gonna want to send it to all the components associated to this guy. We don't need you anymore. We don't need to filter this. We need to intentionally send it to everyone, regardless of whether or not they initiated it. All right. So we'll do that, and then this will be is loading. I hate that I have to do this. All right, and then within get started, we'll add this. We don't need you, so we'll just create an anonymous, little anonymous guy. And that won't do anything. But here we'll read our message and so on and so forth. Yeah. Oh, wrong guy is loading. All right. So what we're looking for is response, message. What to do? Let's. Self that is loading equals message since it's a string, I mean, could I use bool from? That'd be cool. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Data. It's not satisfied. I get it. All right, we'll just do an inline guy here. Oh, if message data it's probably a better way of doing this, but whatever. That feels silly. Oh well. We'll worry about that later. Requests. Is it here? It's payment request. That's what we're looking for. Payments requests. And we're gonna do is loading, and then we're gonna send true. All right. And then on payment, yeah, that's fine. It might scream at me because I'm moving it. Let's see. Hey, what are you talking about? The trait. Self-link. I don't need a... I don't need that button. I'm just gonna set it. Slightly confused here. Self-link, send message. What are you talking about? Oh, it's send input. My faults. Perfect. All right, so now we're initializing our loading states. And then here it should go back after we receive the response. It should get triggered here on payment completes. And on payment completes, this should happen right here. Got you. So I haven't implemented this yet. This is the final confirmation page. So what I want to do is within our payment page, which is right here, right here. tempted to load it, set the state here. Alright, so this is going to be our confirmation page with our login action. So we can actually take this one step further. We could say if I don't know what term to use. Damn it. Pretty sure I'll find a better one. Cool. So this is obviously going to be a new state that we're going to have to add. I'll add it right here. Is complete. False. Oh, I just learned something new. I kind of want to do that again. How did I do that? Oh man. All right. So that's going to control that at the last step. What am I missing here? Seems closed. Once. What do you mean? What am I missing here? Oh, I know exactly what's going on. Damn it. Alright, so we got both states here. That should be good. I don't know why it gets stuck up there. It's loading. It's not covered. All right. So we'll go to our payment. I don't think I need it here. So I'm just going to add an anonymous type at the bottom. Perfect. And that should be it. Next. True. True, I can't believe I didn't see that. That is totally true. I could totally short it down to that. Alright, so with that said, once I click submit, we send the payment out. We then hit our service. This gets triggered on complete. I have a feeling we need to create another state, but on our component itself. So the one initiating is the payment component. So there's another case where we have to skip response and make sure we are sending it out to all the guys. I should actually make this simpler. Just go like this. We'll write it like this because it's easier to understand, but it could be shortened. I really just want to send this. I don't want to send any sort of context. That looks good. That looks good. All right. So it's loading on complete. We're gonna set this to on payment complete, and that should be good to go. We should now be able to go here to get started. Make sure we're triggering that guy. Payment service. Here's where a match will come in handy. It's loading, payment complete, and then we'll add the anonymous to the end. And this is good to go. We're good here. We just have to make sure to set... Oh, I put that in the wrong thing. Self, that is loading. Oh, it's complete equals true. Perfect. And then we'll set this loading as false. If it comes here and it's true, it'll get set to true. And this is complete. Perfect. So now let's full circle. And we can now display our text. So let's make sure we're using the same aesthetic and the same like formatting. We'll use this guy right here. Perfect. Okay, so now we have this, and we could just... I'm gonna just say payment. I'll probably do some research to see the best terminology to use. But I think for now, just so we have some sort of context, this is fine. And then this will just be a regular link outwards. And I think I have our, I think we have it in our utilities, in our config. Dashboard URI. I think we're gonna use class equals button. Dashboard. Login. Whatever. Oh, duh. It's the small things that always gets me, I swear. Really? It's a false positive. All right. So let me just make sure I truncated this guy. And we're going to test the process to see if we do this first try. Well, let's see. Test me. Test at me.com. 4 exclamation 2, 3, 4 exclamation point. We're gonna answer. Cool. Test.co. Testy.co. Select that. The card number is incorrect. I just give it a valid card. 242. All right. Payment complete. Okay, so it worked, kind of. And then this will open the dashboard. All right. Okay, so it kind of worked. I kind of need to display the loading box now, which will be a loading. I wonder if I have that loader available. Let me check my CSS. That's gonna be in our Tailwind folder, base, put that there. Spinner right here. We'll try it out. We'll try out this spinner, and I think I have one in our front end as well. We could possibly use that one instead. Actually, let's use that one, because I think I built out a component for that, which I could just simply copy. Which one is the right? I think it's this one. So we'll just copy this, put it in our marketing website. Cool. So that should be good to go. We should now be able to. Yep, perfect. So we'll add this here. Hub, mod, loading animation. I have a strange feeling it's gonna break. What's going on? Oh, this shouldn't be in here. And then I have here load. I have to bring in that CSS as well. Oh man, I'm gonna have to transpile that CSS file. Perfect. This at the end of the file, so we're good. Oh, wrong file. Perfect. All right, so we'll exit that. We'll save this guy. We'll close that guy. Come back here. And then we have to decide where we're gonna put it. I'm kind of tempted to put it on the outside. I think it's fine actually, so we'll do that. Div. Alright, that's good. And then we'll just add some. Actually, I might have to wrap this up here. Right. Oh boy. I don't know why that always passes out like that. Alright, and then we'll just simply, if is loading, we want to display this, obviously. And then we'll kind of have to do the same thing. And we won't do nothing. Alright, so now this is our loader. It's essentially gonna load. I'm gonna give this guy a relative position. And then this guy is gonna be an absolute position. So loot. We're gonna do top 0, bottom 0, left 0, right 0, flex call. I probably don't need to specify that. If I center, items, center. And then we'll put our loader right in here. Load. What did I call it? Loading. Loading. And that should do the trick. That should get us exactly to where we need to get. Oh, I probably have to import this. Oh, it's, yeah. Rust Analyzer is spazzing out again. This is not cool. Components, loading. I'm just gonna put that here. Loading. Animated. Loading. Load method not found. Oh, did I secretly add it already? I did. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Okay. So I don't even need to do this. That's dope. I don't even need to do this. I could just go... Or do I? I think I do. Load. Self that. Loading. That's fine, but... Oh, I can do it. Perfect. Yeah, I don't need to do this right here. That's perfect. Looks much cleaner. Okay. All right, let's start from the beginning. Let's truncate this database. It didn't give me a loading. It should have showed me the loading right there. I don't know, that loading isn't really doing the trick. It should be. There should be something right here. Right here. Alright, cool. So the main reason why this is not working is because I'm not transpiling it. I'm not transpiling the Tailwind CSS. So we gotta go to the marketing site and run that guy. I don't think I have my Z index set on this either. Let me set that first. What is it? Tailwind. Z index. Is it just Z? Yeah. Z50. Alright, let's hope for the best. Let's see if this works. I mean, loaded. Let's see, let's load it again. I think it's there, but it's just not. Let's add flex. I mean, it's loading it. Just don't know where. It's loading it. I'm missing some sort of coloring? All right. So it's just the color that's messed up. We do want to set it to a higher z-index, unfortunately. And then I don't know what color to use. I'm not really set with this color at all. I don't like it. Background color. I mean, I could probably get away with making it white. Just a subtle difference. But then I'm gonna have to change the color of that actual text and animation. So this should be that, and then hopefully I made it so it's just one property. Yeah, so I could change it. I could change it in 2 spots, and that should do the trick. Let's just want to test it out. I want to see how it looks. Absolute. Then we have this guy. Okay. And where's the border? Let's try to increase this. All right. So we're getting closer to what we want. We could probably just get away with actually changing this border color and leaving the other things the way they are. So let's do that. Let's try that out. So that is on right here, border. Got you. So I'm gonna use 3, and then we're gonna use our brand purple. Wait, why didn't it change colors? Am I missing something? Where are you? Yeah, we need something a little bit more upbeat here. Falling asleep. WebKit animation. All right, so it's definitely this guy right here. Okay. So we'll yank this. Two A 7B. All right. So we do have to go back to our loading components and make sure we're setting that properly. This will be a white. Oh, what's up, Cam? He's probably lurking. He's probably lurking. Oh man. Thanks for the follow. It's a chill stream. Nothing as energetic as Prime stream, but it's pretty chill. I mean, I could find some beat pics for you if you... No, I'm playing. Just trying to get this thing to look the way I want her to look without being too hard to read. I have no emojis yet. I might just add a foot pic just for pic. I need to really remove this guy. I'm just gonna ban Nightbot. Yeah, he's very, like, very aggressive. Yeah, I've been told that he just likes, you know... It might be a short stream. I might be on for another like 40 minutes, but weekdays are pretty hard for me to stream because I just have a lot of I'm a lead at my company, so I have to manage a lot of things. Account age? Damn, 8 years. Jesus. I've been here for way too long, for sure. All right, I'm gonna add some boldness here. And then I want to add an additional pixel of width on this border. 4 pixels. I think that's fine. 6 is fine. You guys want to see a little sneak peek of what I'm building? I'm going to show you anyways, regardless. So this is the bread and butter of this app. This widget right here will live on a customer's website. It could be, you know, a business, it could be a personal website, what have you. There's going to be different presets that allows them to change the verbiage of this widget. So essentially they'll be able to, like, visitors will be able to provide feedback based on to the company or to the person or what have you, either via text or via video message. Who's Justin? Oh, Justin TV. Got you. And so let me give you a sneak preview. So essentially this is like a video feedback widget that allows people to record themselves and basically, it's all good. Basically record themselves and submit it to, you know, the company. And then the company then decides to embed all their feedbacks or all their reviews or testimonials on their website using like a simple widget. I built out like the integration directly that connects directly to their webcam or whatever device you want, and also gave them the capabilities of selecting from the connected devices, and provided like ability to preview the device and basically monitor the device as well. For example, the audio, you can see like the frequency changing at the bottom, which is pretty cool. And then we have the video editor. So essentially, when someone comes in, they could record themselves, and let's say they want to think about what they want to say. They can essentially pause it and then continue it, proceed, and pause it again. You know, and let's say they messed up at one of the segments, they could discard the last segment, and it'll kind of like erase it. Or if they accidentally erased it or want to revert it back, they could click the undo button. And I've added like custom states that, you know, like for instance, if you hover over this discard last clip, you see like the segments in question focusing, like throbbing, as Prime will say. And then they could either preview they could record themselves. They could preview their video recording, and if they're comfortable with their video, they could submit it. I'm also doing some transpiling and encoding in the back end. I'm streaming all this. I have a little Dash implementation on here. It's not that great, but it's my first iteration, and it's doing good. It's able to handle large amounts of clips at a time. And that's essentially what I've built so far, as to like what I'm gonna provide as a service. But other things I built is like these components here, like the grid system, which allows people to filter through entries. Thanks for the follow, Kirkman Dev. And like components like the tab component, which allows them to switch in between different type of contexts, and you know, the routing system, the overall like the user experience. Currently I'm building out the payment workflow. I'm actually complete with it. I'm just trying to clean it up a bit, just to add like some loading animations, so the user is not like wondering what's happening. They could kind of see something happening or some sort of animation meanwhile as they wait. So that is what I've been building so far for the last 61 days. We're getting really close to beta, so just trucking along. So where were we? So I'm gonna update this to 6 pixels. that's gonna go. Where are you? It's right here. I just want to test that out one more time. And I think this is... It didn't catch it. Am I gonna have to rerun this? Yeah, that's better. So we have here font bold is not working. I'm sure that's a thing. Font weight. Yeah, that's totally a thing. Did I not save? Oh, I didn't save it. Now, hopefully my states are properly being set as they're going through the process, which I have to test right now. We're just gonna click this. I don't know, I'm not completely set with the bold text, but we'll continue from here. Truncate. Test at me.com. Yeah, it's definitely not doing anything. That should have triggered the animation. Test.co. Let's see if it does it here. All right, so this right here needs to be implemented a little bit better. I don't think I'm setting the stage properly when they need to get set. So on create account submission, which is loading is set to true. Oh, but I'm not updating and hydrating the state here. So that's definitely the issue. It's loading, true. All right, that should have resolved the issue right there. Yeah, let's switch that. WASM, yep. It generates a nice, pretty WASM. I don't know if you can see it. Is that in view? Yeah. It generates this guy right here. It's obscured to all hell, but it generates one. So now we should get an appropriate loading screen when we run the create account function. Yep, perfect. But I'm not disabling it when we go to the next step. So on account creates submission, that's when that gets situated. And then on create account right here, got you. Okay, so I'm not updating this, I'm not hydrating the view here, so I have to update that here. And that should do the trick. All right, so that is, I think that's gonna do the trick right there. I should probably truncate the accounts table before I actually submit that. Good, okay. Perfect. That's good to me. It looks good to me. All right, pay now. There's a huge delay there. All right, so let me see if I could trigger that loading sequence before we actually run it. Thanks for the follow, Nightshade, and welcome. Okay, so where am I triggering this guy? Oh, this is a tricky one. It's a nice clean stream, low energy. Very low energy, but I try. I'm still learning the ropes. Once I get a little bit more comfortable, I think I'll be more expressive, but I'm still learning the ropes. Weekends are a little better for me. I'm a little bit more, like, a little bit more active. I feel nervous right now. Everyone's watching me. But true. That is true, Kirk. I mean, I'm working, but I'm not working. It's a double whammy. So there's a slight delay here. I'm trying, man. You know, I'm trying here. I'm slowly but surely I'll get there. What I'm going to do, create account, payment info form. Business info, payment form. I'm not using that anymore. All right, let's see if I could trigger that directly here. Okay, so what's going on here? So in my payment component, there's a delay somewhere. This is my on submit right here. I'm kind of tempted just all right. So I think this is going to do the trick, but then that means I have to remove that from another place. Okay. All right, let's do this again. Test me, test at me.co, test 1 2 3 4 exclamation point. All right, test.co. I broke something, didn't I? Oh boy, I think I broke something. Test me, test at me.co. Okay. All right, that's much better. And then it loads. Perfect. Okay, that works for me. All right, so now just to style that last page, and I think that is, oh crap, I have to remove the top portion. Get plan. Remove that guy. That should live in here. No, we won't do that. Let me just do it the easy way. There we go. All right, so that should only load there. And then we'll center this guy. Actually, we want all this to go over there. What am I missing here? Oh, I know exactly what's going on. Yeah, that's good. So if it is complete, we're gonna get this message right here, which will be centered. Oh, I won't disagree with you there. The music is a vibe, for sure. This list has been curated like within like the 60-day span of me starting streaming. And I've picked some fire items. There are some whack ones in the mix, but whatever. Where are we? Oh, we want to add a margin bottom 4. And then we also want to continue that pattern just to keep things a little uniform. And I think that's good. I think that's going to look really good. Loading screen, good. This one happens too quick. I could probably get away with a loading screen there, actually. I'm gonna go do that. So that's going a bit slow because we are sending that to our backend to store the states. All right, so we're setting, this is our plan set. Business info. Appreciate it, thank you. On submit here, and we could then, yeah, this is perfect. On business info submission, we're then gonna go we're gonna do it. We're gonna set that here as well. And then make sure to hydrate our view. At this point, I should just put a true. I mean, we're not triggering it here. I wouldn't want to trigger that there. We'll leave it as is for now. Yeah, I started Rust exactly 61 days ago. I've been counting my days upward. Both 61 days since I started this project and 61 days since I started Rust. Tailwind, yes, like small things. But I never worked with you before. You was like probably the biggest hurdle. Like I had to understand like their life cycles. It's totally different than anything I've ever worked with. It's pretty intense. Like they do a lot of this these messaging. I don't know what they call it. I think they're called agents, or I don't know. They just use messages. Basically, they'll whenever you need to update a view or process something, you pass it through this message actors. There you go. That's exactly what that is. Actors. Thanks, Muslim. I would say it's some things remind me of React, but I think it's a totally different beast, because you definitely have to do extra things. You definitely have to think about like what loads at what time, if that makes any sense. All I can tell you is once you start, you just can't stop writing it. It's just so strange. Every single day I want to program in Rust and build something in you. It's so weird. Alright, so what I do need to do is, we already went full circle. We're on step 4, so it's loading our first step. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll retest that. I think I'm missing a trigger, but we'll test it regardless. We'll test it. I mean, unfortunately, I have to work with other languages. I just have so many other projects that I have to maintain. It's part of the game, you know. You learn all these languages and yeah, exactly. I have a love-hate relationship with all the languages. Rule is just my new love, and there's probably gonna be a point where I'm like, I hate this language. You never know, something new is gonna come up that, you know, allows you to write entire platform with 3 lines of code. You know, who knows? You know, or you just talk to the computer and the AI builds your app. You know, who knows? I will never use Perl ever again. I think I've used it only 3 times in my life, and that was like for some like server-side code for a website or something. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's hope that I set up all the appropriate triggers on the business step. So I should be able to trigger my loading sequence here as well. Yep. And I knew I forgot to. Yeah, condolence to that language. I hope no one ever uses that ever again. No offense to the Perl fanboys or fangirls. Do people even use Perl anymore? So we're on business submission. Business info right here. Got it. Okay, so we're doing it again here. So self.isLoading will be false. Oh. All right, let's just go full circle here. Now I feel like there's so many loading screens. I may have to optimize this. I may just store like all the responses in state and then submit it all together at the end. But then I won't have this passive onboarding process. What's up, Mr. Chicken 5? Welcome to the chat and stream. So this is definitely going to work now. Now I'm having second thoughts on all these loading screens. Damn it. don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining. Oh, I didn't trigger it? What? Oh, damn it. All right, I need chat's opinion. What do you guys think about all these loading screens? We'll go through the process one more time. It's going to be resolved now. I'll be able to go through it without any hiccups. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah. All right, so let's. I mean, it feels kind of like stagnant because I'm like troubleshooting as I'm going, but maybe like just going one round without any hiccups might feel better. Loading screen. .co. I mean, it's not that bad. Maybe I could just make it mine. No, but maybe I could, on the business info step, I just gray it out without showing. Release build will fix all problems. What do you mean by that? Like compiling without actually using compilation watch? Margin top 1EM. Got you. Maybe let's try that. Cargo. Release. I think this will just do that. Let's just. Let's try it out. I actually haven't tried using a release build. I've been just using like the watch, just so I could like streamline this development process. True. So meanwhile, let's just truncate this as that's compiling that. There's also a layer of latency because I'm calling out to Stripe throughout this entire process. So that's something to take account of. That's why I actually implemented the loading sequence, just because I know I can't control Stripe's latency if there is any. And I didn't want like the visitor or the user to feel like it's doing nothing. I wanted to like appear like something is happening, you know. But it feels clunky with all those loading screens. Oh, it loaded. All right, let's give it a shot.
The world for your own. You want maximum profit.
It feels a little faster. I don't think it's noticeable though. Oh, yeah, that was way faster. That is what she said. Onboarding. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. All right. I mean, the last step should be the longest because it does have to reach out and confirm payment. $200. I haven't even checked my Stripe database.
I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too.
So I think so. Yeah, I believe so. Cargo run dash release. But Mr. Chicken, so one of the main features for the SaaS will be this feedback widget. It could be, yeah, it feels a little faster. It definitely feels a little faster, Kirk. One of the major features that I'm gonna provide to like the customer is this feedback widget. It could be configured to have a different type of context. Like it could be leave your review or leave a testimonial or leave a feedback. Whatever type of context you need, you could set it up that way. But for right now, this is like a test widget that I've built out to test the concept out and see how things run using Vue and Rust. And essentially this widget allows them to leave either a text-based feedback, testimonial, or review, or a video-based review, feedback, or testimonial. And they could choose from either option. Again, they'll like the basic text one will have a simple form. They submit and they'll just automatically send to the database and then present it on their account. And then they could approve or unapprove. And then there's like a widget that they can embed on their website that allows them to display all their feedbacks with reviews or testimonials. But the creme of the pot is this video feedback right here. So essentially, they'll be able to utilize this cool little video editor. Unfortunately for me, I'm using my camera, so it's locked. So I kind of have to switch it to an external camera I have in place. But usually the standard user won't have to do this. It should just automatically allow them to use them. They just have to allow webcam access. But, you know, They could preview whether their webcam is working through the preview window. They could check if their mic is working through this little gauge right here on the bottom. And then here they could record their video. So they could record whatever they want, you know, and let's say they need to think about what they want to record next. They could pause it, think about it, and then continue where they left off, right? And then they could pause it, continue recording, right? And if they feel like they messed up on the last segment, they could then discard the last clip. Or let's say they decide they don't want to discard it, they could undo that, you know, by simply clicking this, and it reverts it back to the original state. So I'm doing a lot of like state management and handling of like a lot of these chunks. And I'm doing pre-composition of these videos in the backside via stream. And then the user at any given time, they could come and preview they could preview their recording. As you heard my voice in the background of that video. But essentially that's like the first part of it. I have other integrations planned out. And I'll be streaming them all. Like as I'm developing them out, I'll be streaming them. But for right now, this is what I built so far. I'm just essentially building out the components I need to manage the SaaS app and allow the visitors to manage their portal, essentially. I'm getting there. I built out the grid, which allows them to filter the tab component, which allows them to, you know, view different aspects of it. Yeah, appreciate that. And then the toast notification that appears once they log in, or if there's an error, you know, or if there's a confirmation of some sort. You'll see it on the top right. Right now we're trying to finish up this onboarding process. It's actually full circle. I'm actually using didn't mean to do that, but I'm using Stripe elements, and there's no direct integration or like script available for Rust, so I kind of had to create like a compatibility layer to be able to utilize the script, because I don't want to store that credit card information on my server. I just want Stripe to handle that, so I have to use their elements. Yeah, it sucks, but I got it to work. I got it to work using some hackish approach. Like if you see this code, you'll be like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah, I just want to worry about being like PCI compliant at the first level and let, you know, the professionals handle the card information. Like no cards get passed through my server at all. Like if you go here, let's just go to the last step so you can see what I'm talking about. The account still exists, so let's truncate. Yeah, it's going a lot faster. That was taking a little while. But like this element right here, this is actually an iframed element by Stripe. So they're essentially iframing the card field. So they enter it in the iframe, and they handle the processing and capturing of that information. So I never have to, you know, like handle that. Which is very convenient, but it was a mission to set up because there's no direct line of communication to like the JavaScript, so I have to actually create my own means. And I kind of utilized local storage to kind of handle the responses, and then created some sort of event triggers that will allow me to know when these objects get up, when these storage keys get updated. So it's pretty crazy stuff, but very fun, to say the least. Placeholder credit card, and after typing the number, the card will flip. It actually does that already. Like if I were to do, like it does like some sort of animation, it'll detect the first 4 numbers or first 3 numbers and change it accordingly. But I can't. Oh yeah, I actually built something on stream a long time ago that actually kind of did that. I wonder if I still have it. It was using Angular though, so it's not as cool as this. Yeah, but unfortunately I can't use that because I don't want to capture none of that information. I kind of have to, you know, I have to use what they provide me. And this is what they provide me. They provide me an ability to enter like the card information, the month, year, and CVC. And depending on the type of card, they also provide me the option to enter the zip code at the end. So, I mean, they have different widgets. Let me see. Stripe elements. I could have opted in for the payment element that looks like this. Let's disable this light mode. Like I could have probably like opted in to use this. Yeah. But I ended up using just a card field. Like I could have used this form right here, right? But the way I'm handling the process is kind of different. This right here allows me to capture payments for a specific quantity, and since I have a different structure in my workflow, I can't actually do that. And I don't, like, I did my research. I don't think I could set up a subscription using this this form. I mean, it sounds I don't know. I feel like they should have it. Now I'm second guessing myself. But I did the research and it felt like there was no real way of handling my workflow using this form right here. So I had to just use the card setup and the card elements instead. Yeah, it was easier. Less hackers, not really, but but I think this is good, actually. I may add another property to this loading bar so I could customize that. So I could customize that text. Oh, I haven't even encrypted my passwords yet. I have to do that. They're plain text right now, but I will update that to be a lot more secure than what it is now. Yep. Nothing but blowfish. And I always choose like a very high number for iterations. Oh yeah, MD5 totally. You're totally right. Nah, man, you know what's even better? Base 64. Just encrypt the password in that and you'll be good. I hope no one takes that serious. I hope no one clips and someone misinterprets that as being serious. Yeah. My trick is I use multiple claims, and I use random claims from their accounts information to generate like a hash, and then use that hash against the password. And the only way someone could really know how to decrypt it is by knowing the order of those claims and knowing exactly what claims I use. And I use a lot of them. I create multiple claims and like obscured ones that don't even make sense. Where were we? I'm missing one more piece. They'll have to generate a custom link every time they want to log in. It's really funny you say that, because I actually think I use a platform that does that. Like they don't allow you to create a password. They just literally generate a random magic link every time you want to access their website. There's no other way of doing it. Like the only way you could get access is either by hacking their SMS or hacking their email. It's a shame UUIDs aren't very good at being indexed within databases. I always run into issues when I have a lot of data and I'm storing it using a unique identifier. New UUID. There's a new version? Is there just 4 or 5? I really need to know this because there is this client that's having very bad performance issues, and it has to do with the UUIDs. Alright, so I need to make this blocked. Block, and then we're just gonna add margin top 5, and I think that's pretty good for now. Actually, let's make it flex. It's not Postgres. If I was using Postgres, it would be super fast. Stupid fast. It's MS SQL. It's from Microsoft. And it's not the best. Not at all. And it is architectural problems as well. It's both of them. It's the latter, honestly. Because the data has been segmented so many times because of abstraction, and they're like, oh, I think it'll be better to interjoin multiple tables and then query and then create some sort of index and then, you know, count it, create a pointer. And UID are designed. Huh, okay. Now I have to find out whether or not the SQL server supports that version. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that research later on. I don't want to do that research right now. But yeah, that's really useful. I think I'm using like version 4. Yeah, I've been slowly like using a standard index. These aren't really like account-based tables, or like more database. So I kind of like use a standard, you know, incremental index, and it does help a lot. But it would help so much more if I could just utilize a UID that's a little bit more performant, because then I don't have to rewrite a lot of the code to utilize, you know, the other ID. Yeah, what could go wrong? Everything. Yeah, no, that's I don't like using standard incremental indexes. What I like using them for is metadata, like metadata that really only gets accessed if you call a parent. You see, I won't ever use indexes like an auto incrementing ID for accounts ever. Like, I don't think that's a smart way of doing that. You would want a randomly generated ID identifier. Appreciate the follow, Sanix. But I think we're at a good spot right now. Appreciate the follow, Muslim. All right, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna test this out one more time, and I think tomorrow will be the day I start working on the backend onboarding process and start building out like. I might actually just work on the billing and account settings aspect of the dashboard. There's also some role management and access control I need to implement on the API level. So I'll probably tackle that as well. make sure I did this. Okay, that looks good. That looks perfect. I don't like how that happens. I don't like how it jumps. I have to think of something about that. For that, I mean. Loading. Alright, for now this is fine. I am gonna just add text center, and that's gonna be good for that. You can also spy on a company by creating a new account on the first day on the month and see how the number is increasing over time. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think companies or developers do that, use that anymore. Like, I mean, I think it'll be stupid to use that. Use a incremental for accounts-based data. I think that wouldn't be optimal. All right, cool. So we just finished up. Don't tell me that. I hope there aren't sites out there that still do that. Oh no. How old is the platform? You don't have to indulge in any names of any companies. What? How old is the platform? Oh man. Oh no. That's horrible. I actually, in the beginning of this year, I actually migrated like majority of all our old servers into like the latest version. I think it's 8.1 now. All right, I think it's getting pretty late on my end. ASP.NET web forms in production. Oh no. I'm not gonna lie, I still maintain an app that uses ASP web forms, ASP.NET web forms. Oh, it's an e-commerce website too? Oof. Yeah, I mean, the developer who first developed it did a pretty good job, I'm not gonna lie. And it's sustained, and he used best practices, you know, like he made sure things were, you know, very unique. Like the unique identifiers were unique, they weren't like incremental, and there was proper password encryption. Oh man. Yeah, things are changing. I mean, we definitely have to update that platform. That's no bueno. Oh man. I'm kind of happy the old developer who maintained that did a good job, because they used a lot of models and a lot of like types. Oh. Wait, you quit or did they quit after implementing that? I probably would have done the same thing. It's not a good suit. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work out. Yeah. All right, everyone. I am gonna call it. I've been on for 2 hours. I started pretty late. I'll try to start tomorrow a little earlier. But I really appreciate everyone joining. It's been great. I like the support. I love the support, and thank you, Pick, for shouting me out in the Discord. That means a lot, honestly. And kudos to everyone here. Appreciate it. But I will be back on tomorrow, and I'll be doing a lot of the same thing. But next time we'll actually be diving into the dashboard. So it'll be a little bit of a different site. And thank you too, Nightshade. Appreciate it. Hope everyone has a good night. Do you guys have someone you would want me to raid? Anyone specifically? We have CM Griffin here. Okay, I'm gonna jump on him on his raid. He's currently working on Open API. It's pretty interesting. I think it's for his app Money Bag. It's pretty cool stuff. Griffin, CM Griffin. He's working on some Open API for his. Yep. All right. I appreciate everyone. I hope you guys enjoy CM Griffin. Have fun. Let me just prepare that here. All right, everyone. Have a good one.